I'm Anita and welcome to this 10-minute post-workout yoga stretch. I'm lying a little bit actually. It is 12 minutes and 30 seconds. I know I went over, but I hope that it is worth your while. It's going to stretch your whole entire body out in a pretty short amount of time, I think. And test it out and see how it feels on your body. Let me know in the comments below and give me a thumbs up if you like it. I'll list my other 10-minute routines in the description box below so you can check those out if you haven't already. I will see you on the mat. We are going to start in an all-fours position. I'm going to start my timer and try to get this to be 10 minutes. Arms are going to be shoulder distance apart and legs hip distance apart. You're going to exhale and round it into cat stretch. Just release any tension in your lower middle upper back. And then inhale, arch it to cow. Curl your toes under, try to press back into your toes. Do that again. Exhale, round it into a cat. And inhale, arch it to a cow. One more time. Exhale, round it into a cat. This always feels really good after a workout. And inhale, arch it to a cow. Keep the toes curled under. Really press back into your toes so you get a good stretch of the toes. Don't forget to stretch your feet. It's very important. And then extend the arms out in front of you. And feel like you're drawing your hips back as you're lengthening through both sides of your waist, giving your chest, your lats, your shoulders a good stretch, even your triceps a little bit, including your feet. And your Achilles tendon gets a bit of a stretch there as well. So just keep breathing. Inhale fully and exhale it completely. Good. And shift your weight forward and lift your knees off the floor for a downward facing dog. Keep the heels way high off the ground as you start, or your sitting bones to the ceiling, and then bend your right knee as you press your left heel into the floor. See if you can lift your left toes up off the floor, so that strengthens your shin, and then it gets deep into the calf muscle. Then lift your left heel, bend the left knee, and press the right heel into the floor. And see if you can do the same on this side, lifting your toes up off the floor. So you're strengthening the right shin and stretching the right calf. Then lift both heels off as you inhale, and then exhale. See if you can lower both heels into the floor, and see if you can lift all of your toes off the floor from this position, which is a bit challenging, and draw up through your kneecaps and your quads. Good. Shift your weight forward, and we're going to step the right foot forward to a low lunge. Come onto your fingertips or use blocks if needed, and lower the knee into the floor. Point your left foot and come up a bit. Readjust your pelvis so you stay connected to your lower abs, and then send your hips forward. Feel lift in your chest and feel like your shoulders are rolled back. Try to press into your left shin a little bit. Bring the arms behind your back, interlace the left index finger on top of the right. Stretch the arms away as you pin your shoulder blades together. Open up the chest and the front of the shoulders, as well as your left hip flexor and the quad gets involved there as well. Good. Release the arms up as you inhale. And then exhale, we're going to bend to the right side. So maybe you can lower your fingertips to the floor, or maybe you need to place your hand on a block or something to give you a bit leverage. But keep rooting down into your legs as you reach up, feeling a stretch for the whole left side of your body. And gradually come up and lower the hands to the floor, and we're going to step back into a downward facing dog. Shift the weight forward again and step the left foot forward to a low lunge. Come onto the fingertips. Place the hands on blocks if you need to, and lower the right knee to the floor, point the right foot. Shift your hips back to readjust your pelvis, stay with your lower abs, and send your hips forward. So no compression in the spine whatsoever. Bring the arms behind you, right index finger on top of the left this time, and lift your chest. So that way you get a good even stretch through your shoulders. Gives you something to focus into also, because there's probably one finger that goes automatically on top of another finger. And doing it in the opposite way, you have to think. So that's good. Change some patterns. Reach the arms back up, and then lower the left fingertips to the floor, or place your palm onto a block. Whatever feels best, wherever you get the deepest stretch, but make sure that you're able to fully breathe. And gradually come back up to the center and lower the hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Good. We're going to lengthen out into plank, and we're going to lower all the way down to the floor. Now you need to have a block in front of you. We're going to cross the right arm across the body with the palm facing up. Alright, and you're going to try to lower the shoulder into the floor and rest your forehead on the block. Let your heels separate and drop to the side, and let your lower back just be very relaxed. Bend the elbow if you want to. You can hang out here, or you can try to turn your left thumb inwards, bending the elbow, and go ahead and bind, which is quite challenging to do. So just pay attention and work your way towards it. Full breath in, full breath out. Good, and slowly release. To come out of it, ground the left palm to the floor, push away and come up. And now we're going to extend the right arm to the side, shoulder height. And we're going to roll over onto our right shoulder and place our right ear onto the block. So this is a deep stretch for the front of your shoulder as well as your chest. So only go as far over as you feel you can fully breathe. You have to make sure that you can fully breathe here, otherwise your muscles tense up and they will not stretch. Good, and gradually release, come back to the center, and we're going to repeat that on the other side. So, cross the left arm across your body, and you rest down on it, so it gives you a good stretch with the side of your shoulder. And now you can bend that elbow. You can hang out here if you feel like this is enough for you. Or you can bring the right arm behind, turn your thumb inwards, bend the elbow, and see if you can join hands. Don't force yourself, just let it happen gradually over time. Full breath in, full breath out. And gradually release. Ground the right palm to the floor, push away and come up. And then you're going to extend the left arm to the side, shoulder height. And I'm going to roll over onto the left shoulder. So now our hips are opening up. Bend this right leg so that you feel support. And only go as far into it as you feel you can. It's a very deep, intense stretch through the front of the shoulder and the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good, and slowly come back to the center. Lovely. Now we're going to turn over onto our backs and keep a strap handy in case you need it. Keep the left leg bent and see if you can take a hold of the inside of your right foot. If you need to use a strap, place a strap around your foot and see if you can extend your left leg. So you've got extension from your heel all the way out to the crown of your head. Draw the right knee towards your armpit and see that your right foot is pointing upwards. From here, exhale, see if you can straighten out the right leg. Relax your shoulder blades into the floor And see if you can notice a nice opening through your chest and the front of your shoulders from the previous positions that you were in. Then bend the leg. And now we're going to roll over onto our left hip, stack the hips on top of each other and try to straighten out the right leg. Take your right thumb into the right hip crease and draw that hip away. Lift your left shoulder blade up and drop your right shoulder blade down, so you try to level off your shoulder blades into the floor. Deep stretch for the spine, as well as a deep stretch for the hamstrings and the IT band, upper hips. This is a good all-in-one stretch. Good, and bend the leg and come back to the center. Readjust so that your lower back is grounded. Keep the right leg bent as you take a hold of your left foot. Either hold on to the foot or use the rope. Your choice. Draw the knee towards your armpit as you extend out through the right heel. Stretch out through the crown of your head. Breathe in fully. Exhale completely. Straighten out the left leg. Strangling myself here. I don't hope you are. Bend the left leg, and now we're going to roll over onto our right hip. See if we can extend that leg to the side. Lift the right shoulder blade, drop the left shoulder blade down, and maybe draw that left hip away a bit. Yeah, create space. Good, and bend and release. Come back to the center. Draw your knees into your chest. We're going to rock and roll back and forth a little bit. Keep the spine flexible. It's very important. That's the fountain of youth. And come up. Just make sure you're facing me. Sit up tall, cross your legs, reach the arms up, inhale. And then exhale, just hinge it forward. Good. Gradually come up. Change your legs. Inhale it up. And then exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale it up. And exhale, release. Very good. That was a pretty short and sweet one. Let's see what time this is. Oh, okay. 12:30. A little bit longer, but I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope you got something out of that and that you feel open in such a short amount of time, really. Come back, do it often, and also check out my other 10-minute routines. I will see you again on the mat. Let me know how it feels in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Bye!